Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a really cool knife unboxing to share with you guys. I know what this is because I went and looked up a picture of it. I have not handled it yet, but I will go ahead and say, I'm sure I made the thumbnail extremely clickbaity. You're welcome, Clickbait King 2025. That's right, I know who I am. Anyways, this is going to be super cool. Super cool. It's got a cool new locking mechanism. Very exciting stuff. Thank you so much to MrMr Designs for sending this in. I cannot wait to get into it. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. That has been helping. Thank you so much to people who are doing that. That absolutely has been helping. I've been watching my analytics, so thank you. Means the world to me. These will be linked. I'm going to guess these are going to be really popular, guys. They'll be linked down in the description, so check them out. Which one should we do first? I was not expecting you to send me two. What is it first? What is it? Let's add to the theater of it. This is the Titan, and it's a pretty big guy. I mean, it's not like massive, but it's nearly 4-inch blade, right? 9.5 inches overall. It's pretty big. Magna cut, hollow ground. Okay. This uses a new interlock mechanism. The interlock is a robust coil spring. Thank the Lord. Coil spring, thank you. Coil spring based interface with multiple modes of actuation. We're going to read more about that here in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and open this up and see what we've got. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is a big boy. I can see why you called it that. Very cool. Look at that texturing there. So we have the two tabs here, the two locking tabs. Look how he did this. This is it looks like a wire clip, but it's not. It's actually a milled titanium clip. So let's go ahead and deploy it. Oh, that is a big old blade there. Very good looking, but look here. Look here now. Oh, yes. So how is this different than a crossbar lock? Well, it's not utilizing omega springs. The issue with the crossbar lock, if you're new and you don't understand why people complain, it's not the way that it engages. The way that a crossbar lock engages is actually quite strong. The issue is the omega springs, which can last for 10, maybe 20 years, or they can die on day one, right? Pretty rare to die on day one, but it's possible. This is a different system that engages probably not exactly the same way as like the Microtech RAM lock, but probably somewhat similarly, and you pull back with those two tabs there, or it looks like with a thing on the top. Thank you! Finally, yes! All right, so I'm coming back and adding this post video because I thought, well, I should have taken it apart. So I'll go back and you'll see the rest of the original upload, but I think it's probably a good idea that we pull this plate off and see exactly what is going on underneath. And I'll kind of walk you guys through this in real time. So that first one there was a T8, and you can kind of see underneath there. I would imagine everything else is T8 as well. And yes, I would be correct. So that is fantastic. Thank you very much, MrMr, for having the wisdom to make everything T8. So that, and then this pocket clip screw, which is just really cool. I don't know, it's neat that you have like kind of the appearance of the wire clip and the functionality of it without it actually being a wire clip, because they kind of feel cheap. I don't know, some people I think, think they look cheap as well, but that's okay. There's the pocket clip right there. So we have that, and then I'm going to guess that the last thing we need to take out is the pivot. So we'll just do that real quick. And the whole idea is just to get a peek at the total amount of engagement for the locking system. Looks like we've got a pivot collar there as well. So we're just trying to engage with that. Pop that out. There we go. Or it's just the piece underneath that it rides on. So, okay. Can we pop this? It's feeling like it wants to come out now, so let's see. Now, because we are dealing with a coil spring, there is a chance that when I pop this off, it's just going to go flying across the room. Let's see if I can get a little leverage with this plastic bar here. Maybe that will help me peel this up in the right spots. It definitely does want to come apart, but I think, you just kind of have to, just kind of have to do it all at the same time. There we go. Starting to come up, maybe right there. There we go. They got a nice little spot for that back there too. That's nice. All right. So we're lifting up and we're almost there, and there we go. So, okay. Oh boy, I see. Okay. So that was attached. So here, first of all, the total amount of engagement is actually quite a bit. Look at that. Very cool. And then so here is the pin, and it looks like there's a little slot right there. There's a little, it's like a little hook, and then there's the spring, and then this pin normally sits probably way up there. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's where it sits, right there maybe, I don't know. And then it attaches same way like on this side. And that way you've got that, I guess that constant, is it constant tension? Probably. So how would we get this to reset that way? Let's see. Oh, we got the other button there falling out. I'm going to take this off here. And let's see, can we get that to go back in to this space right here? I'm probably making it harder. Oh, the whole thing. Okay, probably making it harder than it needs to be. But let's put this. Will it go in there, or does it need to be flipped over? It looks like the sides are the same. So this right here, yeah, it can go in there. Okay, now can I pull this back? Let's find out. It's at an angle here. I'm trying to get it like up. Oh, that has to be in. So we're like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's how that operates. Struggle bus there for just a bit. So then this pin goes here, right? Like it, I mean, that's, it acted like that's where it was originally. Maybe if I pull back just a, oh yeah, if you pull back just a bit and expose that, then you can put this in there. There we go. Okay, so if you pull back a bit and then here, so there you go. So then now that fits. But we lost a little thing there. We lost a little pin right here. So I'm figuring this out the way that a cave person would figure this out. But obviously there's a lot of little pins and things that can come out of everything. So you got to make sure that you're aware of that. That's just kind of one of those things where it's nice that I'm doing it so that you don't have to. It looks like maybe right there is the pin that that needs to be back in place. I think it just sort of fell back into the spot that it was supposed to go. Okay, so now we should be able to simply, let's see what I've got here. I've got this, I've got the other body screw, and this one's still there, and then we have the pivot. Okay, so let's put this, oh, and of course, you know what we need to make sure we have is the blade. So let's put the bearing back on there. Let's put this here. Now you probably are going to need to pull back and then put this on, and this comes, ouch. So watch that. When you pull back and then you let go, you can pinch your finger as it sort of engages right there on it. That little sharp piece that goes right over the top of the blade. So, but now I think we should be ready to actually put this back on. So can we do that? What is preventing? Oh no, that little pin is not in the right place. Okay, I found the spot. That little pin is supposed to go back here, and see this pin, it's already on the blade there. So I was just doing that incorrectly. So let's put that bearing back on there. We're gonna pull back. We're gonna watch our finger this time so we don't get pinched. Keep it back. There we go. Now we're gonna put the scale back on. There we go, and it fits. Let's put this back here,
and this right here, and let's take the T8 and we'll screw that back into place. And then I think also at this time we're going to put the little tab back on there. And I commend Nick Shabazz for doing those disassembly videos, because it's one thing to actually do this disassembly and figure it out in real time, but then also, you know, talk enough that you're you're still like entertaining the viewing audience, or the presumed viewing audience, right? I might have to adjust those screws just a little bit. I just want to get these down so we can get back to make sure that everything is functioning the way that it is supposed to. Is that, yeah, okay. It's just it seemed like a shorter head, or the threads were a lot shorter there, but it just kept going in. So here we go, getting that one down. Okay, so now, there we go. I was going to say, it seems like it wasn't together all the way. I think something in there, I think, was pushed forward. Too much tension. I had to release it by pulling back here. So I've got the two tabs screwed in. Let's make sure of that. A lot of little tiny parts, but totally doable. I think I might have it slightly too tight. Oh, I need to tighten down the pivot. Hold on. Get that tightened down, and now it feels pretty good. Oh yeah, we're dropping shut there. There we go. No blade play. Excellent. Very good. And it looks like, did I get it back centered? It's pretty close. It's probably me that did that. Let's look at the other one. The other one's absolutely perfect, so probably me messing with the body screws and stuff that made it not center. That can absolutely happen. But the nice thing is we know that it is not really all that hard to take it apart. I actually just pulled the pivot down. I think maybe I've got it too tight now. But it's totally really not that bad to take apart and put back together. Pull here, just fine. And let's pull here. Got a little bit of stick. Maybe just because I kicked it really hard. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're good. And then maybe I caused this to be slightly off center, but I don't know how smooth that was, you know, to watch, but at least we know what it looks like in the inside, how it operates, what to expect to fall out of there. I like that the spring is sort of hooked on there, so the spring doesn't go flying, but pins and things can absolutely fall out. So there you go. Now we know. Anyways, back to the original video. I love this. I love this. This is so cool. Sorry, had to find my my glove there. So you guys know that I do not do full destruction tests on this channel, because I think that that's stupid. I don't think that destroying a knife completely to test the full capacity of the lock is necessary. I think that testing the lock in a way that represents the maximum of sane and rational use with a tool is much more helpful, and you don't end up with a destroyed knife. This is a new locking system. All that is required here for me to say thumbs up, we're good to go for a normal, sane human being who plans to use it like a knife and not a jackhammer, is just some taps, some fairly heavy taps on the back of the blade. Not a full-on, swinging it like a baseball bat, just some good taps on the back, and as long as it does not disengage, we're good to go. I gave it some pretty good ones there at the end, and I am happy to say that for me, as far as what I require from a knife, we are good to go for this locking system. So very, very cool. Let's go ahead and open up the other one here so that we can see what the other variation is. And of course, the full Stonewash titanium. I think I actually, and the drop point blade too. Very cool. So we have two different options for blades. Oh my goodness, this is done very, very well. Let me say, let me say, in particular, the way that you did this area here is just about perfect. We have jimping that it's angled. It follows the natural lines of the handle, but it doesn't stick up. Not that systems like the Shark Lock really bother me, but they do bother some people because they stick up. This is flat, but still allows you to engage with it fully without slipping off the back of it.
like the best example would be the tactile chupacabra when they tried to implement the super lock and you ended up with a slippy little nub, a little nubbin that was not the most satisfying thing to interact with. This has the textured tabs on the side, which feel initially like they're going to be slippery, but truth be told, I can get my fingers on there pretty easily. I think perhaps, if I'm being honest here, I think maybe we should increase the texture, like the friction created by the texture ever so slightly on the tabs only so that people really get a positive engagement here. But I gotta be honest, if I was gonna give it a grade out of 10, I'd still give it like an 8. It's still really good. The thing that is the most impressive really is that back part there, which is absolutely phenomenal. How is our lockup solidity? Extremely solid. How about this guy? Even after the test, yes. Wonderful. Absolutely. These are good to go, guys. Good to go. If somebody else wants to test them harder, fine. But 99% of you are like me. Maybe not 90. 96%, 95% are like me in that we will use our knives as knives. And maybe occasionally some unintentional spine pressure will be applied to the knife in a scenario that might be somewhat out of our control, which is a normal, rational thing to expect of a cutting tool, right? In that case, you can rest assured, at least from what I can tell here so far, that this locking system does feel completely and totally solid. I really like this. I would love to, take this apart and show. It looks like right there you can see a little mark right there, and that's where the system is engaging initially. So probably because this is, does this cut, would this cut, sorry, I'm looking at this and thinking, yeah, so this would slide, it doesn't connect underneath here. This piece, as the lock wears in, will be allowed to slide over the top of that. So this lock is the type of lock that should only get stronger as it wears in, because more and more and more and more engagement of that system will take place. Same exact thing right here. It's engaging right there. So I guess as time progresses, like it has that full runway to engage. Pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I think this is awesome. So the only downside for some people will be that it is huge. This carries, or like the way that it's sized, like the shape of it and everything, putting it in my pocket, I can tell that it's a big knife, but it's not like a hulking fat slab, right? So it carries, for a larger knife, on the more compact side of the large knife spectrum. I'm not saying it is a compact knife. I'm saying it handles and carries in the pocket like a knife that is on the smaller side, for a full-size knife, because it's a big boy, 9.5 inches basically. So let's read a little bit more here. I'm so impressed with this. I love this. The Titan features the new interlock, blah, 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 we already read that, with multiple modes of actuation both from its spine and its side plates. The interlock was designed and engineered by my father in 2022, and this prototype has been in development for 3 years. Holy moly. This new lock served as our design inspiration for this new model and challenged us in discovering how to design the sleekest knife possible while incorporating something totally new. Thank you for taking the time to review this model. This year marks 5 years since I started MrMr Designs. You've done very well, by the way. I lost my place. In my college dorm room. That's super epic. It has been the fastest 5 years of my life. I started this brand with the goal of creating a career for myself that allows me to fully fulfill my passion of design and cutlery. And it has been extremely fulfilling to continue to grow and create exciting things for such an awesome community. Thanks for 5 years of MrMr Design. That's awesome. Very cool. So, yes, these will be linked down in the description. Let me know which one you like the most. I feel like the drop point will probably be the most popular, but that's a really, really attractive looking hollow ground tanto. If you're into tantos, very, very cool. I would venture to guess that either black or standard titanium is available with both blade configurations. So, yeah, don't know when the release is. Could be now, could be a pre-order, could be in the future. I'll have the links in the description, and you'll get a full review of this knife down the road a bit. That's going to be it today, guys. Very, very cool stuff. Exciting to see new and different locking systems. Please Make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.